a little hard sometimes to rest, unwind. Holla if you're here because you want to leave your stress behind. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanna bury your sorrow in a vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over, deplete your appetite. Got to vibe, honey. We got the specialist beating for supply. We put it down and I'll be telling us, yeah, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lit and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, say hi, bye. Yeah, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lit and light up. When the night ends, you'll be leaving on a high note. Get out, yeah. And you'll be singing, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You'll be singing, oh, yeah, in no time. Like I don't wanna go, yeah. Like I don't wanna go, go, go home. And you'll be singing, oh, yeah. You'll be singing, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Get out, yeah. It's a little hard sometimes to feel the quiet. Holla if you're settling, we'll let it spin whenever tired. Getting into overload, don't lose your flow. Holla if you're here because you wanted us to take control with the vibe, honey. All of your troubles don't seem so amplified, 'cause inside we're brave. Can't take you over, deplete your appetite. That's a vibe, honey. We got the specialist beat sequence supply. We put it down and they'll be telling us, yeah, yeah. Spin another vibe, bro. We lit the lights up. When the night ends, you'll be
Welcome in everybody to Virginia International Raceway for the final round of the Porsche Carrera Cup, brought to you by Virtual Racing Aotearoa tonight. 2 races ahead of us, 14-lap race and then a 20-lap race to round the season out. And joining me in the comms box for tonight's call, it is Corey Kitchen. Not 100% sure if he's there right now. He is. Corey, welcome in to the last round of the season.
Yeah, it's a shame we missed quite a bit of it, but we're here when it matters. And Brady Stanley, he is the man to watch tonight. Just over 100-point lead, my friend.
Yeah, over Simmons, isn't it? After Simmons, it's been a bit of a roller coaster the last few weeks for Xavier Simmons, to be fair. Went into Phillip Island leading the championship, came away with a massive deficit to Brady Stanley after one of the biggest rollovers we have seen in the Porsche Carrera Cup Championship. But yeah, like you say, a massive margin tonight for Xavier, and he is going to need some sort of miracle to close that gap tonight.
Yeah, he is, yeah. So 107 to be precise is the gap from Brady Stanley back to Xavier Simmons. And Josh Murden's sitting in third place. And he is 351 points behind Brady, 244 points behind Xavier. But only 80 points behind Josh Murden's is B Party. So he's, a solid fourth. 80 points behind, 132 points back, Hayden Guptill, 72 points back from him, Christian Hermanson, top 6, all fast lane esports. Yeah, so that's a good team effort at the top there.
Yeah, certainly is. Just waiting to see how many cars we are going to have tonight. 20 cars so far have set a lap time by the looks. A few cars saying they're in here but haven't done a lap time. Whether they start the race or not, we will find out. Joseph Harris, John Boswell and Corey Cross and those drivers that have not decided to do a lap in this qualifying session. We'll see if they start the first race or not, Corey, because we should be in for a invert again tonight, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm not in the server to know that, but yeah, I think it's been quite frequent. Is it top 10 invert for the second race?
Yeah, something along those. We'll run with that anyway. Maybe top 8, I'm not 100% sure. But we will find out. Of course, compulsory pit stop, I believe, for race 2 as well tonight. So they will need to stop during that second race. But
yeah, I think they take 4 tyres. Is it? I think they're going to take 4 tyres, I think, is what the rule is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to see if we can bring this up somewhere. Surely there's a bit of information around what is happening. Possibly not, though. I think we've just got a poster there, so that's about it. We'll find out as we work our way through the night, I guess. Qualifying pretty much all done and dusted. It is Xavier Simmons who's going to start off the front row, but check out how close that lap time is between the top 2. Absolutely nothing separating them at the end of qualifying. Hopefully the race is something along those lines as well.
Compulsory pit stop 2 times tyres.
Oh, there you go.
That is on the poster. The wicked system decal design on the poster. Fuck, it's wicked.
Sounds about right.
Colours popping off.
Blind as a bat. Cars now starting to get out on grid. We're going to get things going here. Off the front row, it is going to be Xavier Simmons and Logan Howard.
Row number 2, Brady Stanley and Matt K. Howard.
Out of row number 3, it'll be Josh Murdens and B Party.
Row number 4, Hayden Guptill and Dyson Freeman.
Out of row 5, it'll be Tim Sully Sullivan and Lockie Brett.
Row 6, Ross Buchan and Chris Elson.
Out of row 7, it'll see Sam Waddell lining up next to Craig Brock.
Row number 8, Paul McKenzie and Ben Doherty.
Oh, Pink Panther Racing back. Out of row 9, it will be Michael Kemp and Blaine Inglis.
Row 10, Jason Begbie and Tim Althus.
Out of row number 11, it'll be Corey Crossan and Joseph Harris.
Forgot the row, but John Boswell will be off the back in 23rd.
There you go. So that is your grid. Does not look like we are going to get to see Boswell and Harris take the start of this race, but green lights out. We're underway. Race number 1. Oh, what has gone on there? ATVO error.
Oh, we've had a touch, so the top 4 have got a massive gap now. While Brad is sorting that out, I'll keep us going. Yeah, big gap. So the top 3, Xavier Simmons, Logan Howard, Brady Stanley, and Matt Howard, all with a decent gap back to Lockie Brett. So there was a lot of mess there at the start.
You still got live timing up, don't you?
I do, yes.
Yeah, okay. Oh, well, we'll just run with it for now. We'll see what happens, but it is, like you say, Simmons. Early lead, a sign of things to come possibly as we work our way through the opening lap.
Yeah, there was a little bit of a touch from somebody, and it definitely held up the field getting through there. Lockie Brett looks to be sort of trying to catch up with these guys, leaving Dyson Freeman behind him now.
It looks like we're all still working here for now, so we'll roll with it. It's the field starting to spread out, but single file early for us here in this one. Corey?
Yeah, they're trying to get into a flow nice and early.
Is that Josh Murden's right at the back of this one? So obviously he was one of the ones caught up in that opening shenanigans, possibly.
Yeah, we'll have to go back and have a look at the start to check out what happened.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Murden's and Guptill have come unstuck. In fact, a few of them have had issues out there.
Yeah, Kempy, he was, I think he was in the top, around the top 10 there somewhere, and he slipped back down as well. Corey Crossan off the back, he's made his way up to 15th, so he's having a good start.
Yeah, already. We always see this, we mentioned it most streams too, but Corey Crossan loves a run off the back. I tell you what, we'll go back and see if we can find out what has unfolded. I'm not sure if this is actually going to show us an incident or if it's just a bit of a hiccup in the live timing. We'll soon find out though. It looks like possibly Paul McKenzie and Pink Panther Racing. Oh yeah, well, just slow away. I don't think there's going to be too much of an issue. They almost collected each other there. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, that's the action. Somebody off on the grass.
But Chris Elson again, he's just another one that's slow off the start. Looks like it's going to be Hayden Guptill, to be honest. We'll have a look. See what happens here to the... Oh, he gets into the back of Murden's hard, so serves him up big time. Fast lane getting into each other early. It's a bit hard not to when half the field is fast lane.
Well, that's right. Well, the top 6, and those 2 drivers were in the top 6 of the points, and well, Guptill, he's probably got more to gain than Josh does from that, but keep on going, I guess.
Yeah, too right. Seen a pass here from Ross Buchan up the inside of Dyson Freeman. A few war wounds on the side of that 26 there. Rubbin going on. Rubbin's racing.
Well, the final round, they don't need the car next week, so give it hell tonight.
Yeah, send it.
Yep, maybe on its lid.
Yeah, would be a great way to round the season out. We've been treated to a few lid skids lately throughout the streams, so long may they continue as Simmons just sets the quickest lap of the race. At the moment, looking comfortable. Stanley's managed to get himself back up into P2 as well, so or has he always been there? Logan Howard might be the one that's managed to climb back a bit of ground. Got a bit sidetracked by that pop-up saying ATVO had an issue. It seems to be going all right at the moment, so we'll worry about that later as Simmons leads the way from Stanley. Logan Howard, P3. Go back to Matt Howard. We saw these two in similar liveries the first round. Now, running different cars. Lockie Brett back in P5 from B Party. B Party, he's had a fairly consistent championship so far.
Yeah, he's right up there. And well, he's one of those fast lane drivers in the top 6.
Yeah. Consistency, eh? Gets you right up there. Kempe at the moment, where's he? Dropped right down the field. Don't tell me he's parked it up already. He's in P21 at the moment. Of course, 21 cars started this race. Put down on numbers tonight, end of the season. Generally, you get a bit of the drop-off in numbers as we watch here. The 98 looks like he's just trawling the pole line, waiting for someone. At this point, and we've got more cars off. Who was that? It's Pink Panther Racing sitting on the side of the track. It's Kempe as well.
Oh, right. He must oil down on the track.
Yeah.
Kempe, you'll say.
Yeah, surely. Sam Waddell's off as well. We'll see what's actually unfolded here because it looks like there's been a fairly big moment. This one will be what happened to Kempe. I'm going to say this is definitely a different incident. He's got Murdens in behind, so he lets him go. And then the 46, you mustn't have seen him. I'm not quite sure what what's unfolded there for him.
Well, he might have just, seen Josh and just thought, well, he knows he's faster than him, let him go. And the other car just trying to follow him through. And maybe Kempe just didn't see him, elbows out.
Yeah, there you go. That's what's happened to Doherty. Just, and big contact from Mackenzie by the looks of it. Yeah, Craig Brock up in P9, and then everyone else just seemed to go off in sympathy there. Kempe just winds himself off into the grass. He'll keep it going. What's happened here to the 18 of Sam Waddell? So he's just gone around by, just off the end there. And that is about all caught up on the moment so far in the opening laps here at Virginia International Raceway for the final round of the Porsche Carrera Cup. Of course, highly likely to see another one at some point.
Yeah, as always, but Xavier Simmons now up to a 2.5 second lead, so he is absolute hammer down. Last lap, 2 seconds quicker than Brady Stanley.
Yeah, that is hauling, isn't it? Far out. Yeah, and he is each lap consistent with his quickest lap as well at the moment, Simmons. His quickest lap is a 1:48.267. Last time by 1:48.304. So obviously got plenty of pace.
Yeah, Brady hasn't been able to shake either of the Howards here. Either they're just there or thereabouts. That gap back to Lockie Brett still hovering around 4 seconds.
Yeah, just in the top 5 for Lockie Brett. See if you can hold on to that one. We just ride on board here with Logan Howard. Trying just sticking with Stanley at the moment. See if you can find a way past, get up into P2. It's Matt Howard in behind him. Have a look out the back. And see him sitting in there. A little bit of a gap, so he won't be too worried at this point. Certainly pressure on.
Definitely I don't know how good these cars are for tow. I guess once we get to talk to one of the drivers, we can find that out. But I don't know, this track, it's got a few long straights, I guess.
Yeah, 100%. Just looking through the field at the moment. Not too much going on. Maybe Sam Waddell in a bit of a battle out there at the moment. It's Jason Begbie. He's got a lot of pressure in behind from Hayden Guptill at the moment, so think a Guptill certainly stands out, doesn't it? No hiding for him.
I could say that for quite a few of the cars out there, eh? Like, great job in the paints.
Yeah.
Few of them stand out.
Yeah, oh, Guptill, big dive round the outside. Is he going to round? Nah, it's going way too quick. Runs it off the track, I was going to say. That was going to be a miracle move if that one stuck. Blaine Inglis now, he's run wide as well, so a few people having a few moments out there at the moment. Josh Murden's now back up to P11. Ross Buchan just off the track there.
Yeah, lost a couple of positions.
A few cars making a few errors at the moment. Corey Crossan out. 3 laps into the race.
Stick to the oval, maybe?
Towed to the pits. Let's see.
Paul McKenzie off into the tyres live.
Sent it hard into the tyres. Let's just see what's happened here for Crossan. Tell me it's a lid skid. Absolutely support that. It's been a big one because he's had to tow to the pits. Nah, he's just given up at that point, I'd say. And said, yeah, done and dusted, cannot be bothered tonight.
Well, Ian's car's coming back, so I'm sure he'll be getting some practice in for that season, Brad.
Yeah, too right. Tell you what, a few cars are coming up as having issues. We'll go back and have a look at a couple more of these replays. We saw Paul McKenzie going into those tyres just before that last replay. We'll have another look at it here, the 36. It's just gone in too deep. Yeah. Pinched the brake and she's all over from there. Sam Waddell, the 18, has had another moment. Turns it round and is able to carry on by the looks of that. A bit of off-road racing going on there, so all starting to unfold for a few drivers, and we're about halfway through our first race of the night. Of course, 14-lap race. After this, the 20-lap finale for the season.
Yeah, one for the ages. That gap now at the front, out to 3 seconds for Xavier Simmons. B Party's got his way past Lockie Brett, so he's up into the top 5 as well now.
Yeah, it carries on that forward movement. But bit of a gap now to catch Matt Howard. Looks like we've got another car off there, bit of dust up. Was it Kempe? No, there's Kempe there in the background. He is remaining able to keep it on the track for now. It's not popped up again in the lap timing. It's Simmons at the moment having it all his way in this one. Oh, I thought he was going to run it off the track as I said that, but...
Yeah, he's still lapping in those 148s and those really low 148s. So the last one of 148.345. So he's had the hammer down, just not letting off at all.
Yeah, so obviously not a lot of tyre dig in these cars. I don't think we've seen much all season, to be fair. So they seem to be up to last the distance.
I think if you get into a tight battle with somebody for 3 or 4 laps, we've found the tyres of the cars coming off a little bit. But tonight, that's a fast track here as well. So, it's good stuff.
Yeah, all about momentum. Around here, Brady Stanley, he's still got Howard putting the pressure on for now, still able to hold strong, but there is nothing between them at the moment. In fact, Matt Howard, he could get amongst this battle fairly shortly.
Yeah, sit back and wait. Maybe these two get into some bit of action, and I mean, Brady just got to let him pass. I don't think he wants to fight. He doesn't need to, does he?
Nah, that's right. It's all about the big picture at the moment, you would think, for Brady Stanley, and losing 1 or 2 spots is not going to affect that overall championship lead. That's for sure.
Yeah, get a bit of damage and have to tow to the pits. They'll ruin your race. No points.
Yeah, and then puts pressure on for the next one.
So I'm pretty sure we're going to stop for 2 tyres in both races. Is that the case?
Nah, this one should be just a straight sprint race, I believe. I believe that is the case. I think just the last one has the compulsory stop. Stanley fighting hard, but Logan Howard's going to get it done. Oh, and you talked about it, and there it is, contact between them, championship leader off the track. Well, you just mentioned it, Corey. You didn't need to race him or anything, and well, there was contact made, and there goes Logan Howard around again. So, man, from podium position, now shuffled back to P6. Matt Howard, he did exactly that, waited for something to unfold. It's unfolded, and now he's in P2 by a long way over Brady Stanley.
I guess I'll take that jinx, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
It always happens. It always happens.
Yeah, and now, all of a sudden, Brady Stanley had B-Party right behind him, but Stanley's been able to pull away, but now Lockie Brett and B-Party are going to go at it. About 5 laps to go in our first race of the night. I've not seen an announcement or anything on what is happening next, so you just have to keep your eyes peeled. I know tomorrow night we are heading to Snetterton for round, what are we up to? It must be round 3, I think, for the TCR series over at Kiwi Sim Racing. Another action-packed night of racing, no doubt, in line there. Saw a lid skid last week. Surely we get the same this week. It's been some fantastic racing.
Lid skid goods delivered is one of my favourite things to see you post. So I'm always for it, as you know.
Yeah. I tell you what, we're building a bit of a compilation for the end of the season. That's for sure. I've got a few videos stashed away.
I reckon a few beers and unleash them in a stream later on in the year. That sounds like good fun.
Top rollovers of the season.
Yeah, well, you get some fans to send us in, you know, some crazy passes and things like that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Race carries on here. Lockie Brett. P6 at the moment. Oh, and Kempe, it's come unstuck for him again. He's off the track. Sits down in P18 at the moment. And to be fair, probably where he's going to finish in this one unless he stacks it, which is every chance of happening. Merton's big slide. Check out the damage to the front of Ross Buchan's car at the moment.
Actually, I'll just quickly jump in and happy 21st birthday to Curly, 21 today. And I'll make him listen to this, and yeah, he'll hear it.
Oh, good.
Just because I can.
Oh, to be 21 again.
Oh yeah, I'm that twice.
Yeah, same. Good times.
Yeah, well, you double up, you get a bit slower, but well, at least we're having fun.
Yeah.
Not enough fun to say there's been a lid skid yet, but anyway.
I think she's going to be pretty tough to get one on this track, to be fair. Going to need someone to collect those tyres there or something. It's going to
just have a bit off.
It's going to have to be a biggie for someone to go over.
Yeah, well, it'd have to be a biggie to beat Xavier's, so I think that might even be lid skid of the century at this stage.
Yeah, I still like Justin Davies' one in the TCR. That was outstanding at Oran Park.
It was.
When he left the track, went off the bridge.
It landed it though.
Yeah, achieving all sorts of stuff going off. That was certainly a highlight, that one. No doubt about it. But yeah, Xavier's one, huge rollover. We got close to a couple of lid skids actually last week. We had a helicopter go from one side of the track to the other. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely tune in tomorrow night to that TCR racing from Snetterton. Round 3 of a 10-round championship. Gotta love that. One of the longer series that KSR's actually run. So, certainly going to be some entertainment. And
Yeah, it'll be over, live on NZ Sim Racing TV as well on that channel.
Yep, over on the YouTube.
Yeah, YouTubers.
We should be live there tonight too, I think. Well, we should be. I pressed go live there, so if it worked, it worked.
Yeah, g'day YouTube.
Yeah. And Kick, live over on Kick too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
People
The green one.
Yeah. A few people watching. That's the backup channel, just in case anything happens to my Twitch again.
Twitch has the funky.
Yeah. It likes to randomly ban people. By all accounts. Well,
really?
Yeah, well, my channel got banned last year for some unknown reason.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, we won't talk about that though.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, oh no, here it is. You can have it back. It was April Fool's at the wrong time of the year, that's what it was, Corey.
It just got put in the lost and found.
Yeah.
You found it.
Yeah, pretty much. Watching Tim Sullivan at the moment, P7. And to be fair, I don't even think there is a battle out on track at the moment. This one we're watching now is about as close as the cars get to each other at the moment, running through that timing order. Simmons, that is pure domination so far, 6.7 second lead over Matt Howard. Brady Stanley has managed to hang in there in P3 for now, but that's a big margin to try and pull back, that's for sure. I don't think he'll have a chance of catching Matt Howard unless Howard makes a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, Logan Howard is tracking a little bit faster than B Party, but not by much. So that might be something to look out for, maybe. Bit of last lap drama between those two for the top 5.
Just to spice it up. And as far as, if it is the same invert, I think it's normally about a top 8 invert, so I'm normally wrong on these things.
It's some sort of invert.
Yeah, if I'm right though, Dyson Freeman at the moment will be off pole.
Yeah, it's either Dyson Freeman or Craig Brock.
Craig Brock, yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. We're on the same page there. Sullivan there just makes a bit of a mistake. It's going to open up the door for Dyson Freeman here. He's going to have a crack at things here. Look for a pass. Josh Murdens has had a massive fight back in this one. Back up to P9 now. Saw him in the background. Now he's fighting for a podium position overall too, isn't he, Murdens?
Yeah, he is sitting in 3rd.
Yeah, okay. So he'll be looking to gain as many positions as he can to try and lock that in. Catch up with our race leader, Simmons. Won't be too far away from receiving the white flag. And he'll have just one more time around in our first race of the night. And man, it is a matter of what if he didn't roll at Phillip Island. An absolutely dominating season by all accounts until that moment at Phillip Island.
Yeah, that a bit of an error on his own part, I think he would say, last week with Christian Hermanson too, which set him back a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. White flag in the air now for our race leader Simmons. 7.3 second lead over Matt Howard. Go back to Brady Stanley, championship leader at the moment. 11.9 seconds behind Simmons. And he's definitely not going to catch Matt Howard, so that position be looking to lock in P3.
It looks like Logan Howard's managed to get his way around B party.
Oh, he
And
has
I
too.
mentioned that before. I thought he might make it before the end of the race, and he has.
Yeah, so... Oh, Kempy's had to tow to the pits. Boy, oh boy. So I wonder if he's had a big moment, or surely he's had a big moment with only a lap to go.
And he would know that if he was going to have one on the last lap, to at least do a lid skid as well, wouldn't
Yeah, and give us a heads up.
he? Yep. We need like a bat signal,
Yeah. Simmons.
a lid signal.
Yeah, we're going over. Simmons now almost done and dusted here for race number 1. Dominating fashion. But we love a good invert just to spice things up. We're going to see that coming at you for race 2.
Might have to get in the old suggestions section and suggest a full field invert for the second race next season. Just the spiciness.
How good would that be as Simmons takes the checkered flag here in race number 1, gets the job done. And, mate, that would be outstanding, wouldn't it? A full reverse field. Logan Howard's just got it done on Brady Stanley too to claim a podium spot. So Stanley's had a moment in those closing stages, but brings it home P4, and B Party will round out your top 5. Oh, sends it off the straight there.
Teammates.
So what has unfolded there? Interesting. For Brady Stanley, it's lost a bit of ground. He was running in P3 there, 11 seconds or so behind.
Oh, Brady Stanley?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then,
not too sure what's happened
all
there.
of a sudden, he's dropped out of it. We wait for the rest of the field to bring it home. Here at Virginia International Raceway, and that will be the end of race number 1. I believe we have a bit of a warm-up session. Yeah, 5-minute warm-up before we get into the next race. Man, she's going to be a late one tonight. We'll drag in our race winner, though. Xavier Simmons, mate, that was a way to bounce back after the last couple of weeks, and a dominating victory for yourself.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Yeah, another good start to the night, but we saw how last week went. So, yeah, no saying good luck to me, eh? And we'll good.
It's been a bit of a jinx as of late, I can tell you that much. But, mate, we're just trying to figure out before our invert for the next one. Is it a top 10?
Yeah, top 10 invert.
Yeah, top 10 invert, so you'll be running out of P10 in the next one. So a bit of traffic to contend with, but
Hope you crash.
obviously a bit more time. Yeah, break a leg. That's what you say if you're not saying good luck, isn't it?
Yeah, break a leg, mate. Break a leg.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Yeah. So roll off P10, and yeah, hopefully we can do a bit better than last week's efforts, and yeah, just finish out the championship strong.
Yeah, too right. I tell you what, Brady Stanley, he was. We were expecting him to, just circulate, keep the points going, but he was getting himself into a bit of mischief as well. So you never know going into this one. Keep the foot pegged and see what happens. I guess maybe Brady might get himself into a bit of mischief and yeah, see what happens from there.
Oh, I can't wish that on him. He's done a good job this season, so hopefully he can round it out for himself and for the team. But yeah, definitely give this last race a go and try finish out on a high, pick up the most wins this season or something.
Yeah,
it's a consolation.
Yeah, too right. Awesome. Well, cheers for coming in and having a chat with us, Xavier, and we shall see what unfolds in the final race of the night. Yeah,
just quickly, big shout out to the Fastlane Esports guys, SB Tools New Zealand, Hartley Race Engines, System Decal, 17RC, and Sidebike Media. And thanks to you guys for putting on the stream once again.
Awesome. Cheers for coming in and having a chat with us, Xavier.
Cheers, guys. Cheers, Corey.
There you go, our race 1 race winner. Good little read there. I don't think he's too worried about starting out of P10, to be fair. So we'll
Well,
see.
that was win number 8 for Xavier for the season. He's had 8 wins.
Out of
Brady,
how many starts?
right? So that 20. That was his 20th start. So
20,
Brady
yeah.
Stanley, Xavier Simmons, and B Party have all had 20 starts. So that'll be, I think, every race.
Yeah.
So those 3 drivers, full dedication, and looks like, yeah, Simmons has had 13 top 5s and 17 top 10s. Brady's had 14 top 5s and 17 top 10s. So we could add 1 to all of those as well for the last race.
And that is a pretty good strike rate, isn't it? 8 race wins, considering he's got himself into a bit of trouble. That rollover course, taking that away from him when he was actually in a pretty comfortable position out front, wasn't he? So, man, that's a good strike rate to be claiming race wins.
Yeah, so the race winners this season, Xavier Simmons, Brady Stanley, Keehan Burt, Logan Howard, Matt Howard, Corey Lazarus, all getting a win.
Keehan Burt, I haven't even seen him do a single race, so that was obviously early in the piece.
Yeah, 5 starts for him.
Oh,
Corey
yeah.
Lazarus only 2, and he got a win, so 50% win ratio.
Oh, Corey Lazarus was in it too, eh? Ah. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah. Door's just getting shut behind me. Well, just under a minute to go now, and we get into the final race of the season. Course 20 laps the distance. I'm thinking it's going to be about 40 minutes long. There or thereabouts. Corey, we've got a pit stop thrown in the mix as well.
Yes, 2 tyres are needed. Probably fuel, I guess.
Yeah.
There won't be enough fuel if it's restricted.
Yeah, you'd say fuel will be required. We'll see how that all unfolds as time ticks down. We get ready to go racing again. Final time for the season for the Porsche Carrera Cup. As things come to an end, things fire back up in a couple of weeks. We will be back on the ovals on a Wednesday night as NSCAR roars back into life for Season 2, 2025. And as with NSCAR, always great racing. So make sure you tune in for that one. I'm hearing we should have a full field of cars for every round. So
Yeah, 1 server, I heard, isn't it?
Yeah, 1 server this year. Pre-qualifying getting done at the moment with Road to NSCAR. As the cars popping up on our grid at the moment. We're going to have to wait the whole time because it's still showing that those other guys are in the server. No, we're going to get underway. So 19 cars face the start for our final race of the season. Craig Brock, how good off the front row. And Mertens has made an absolute ripper start. Oh, Freeman. Oh, how good, Corey. 3 wide. That is a way to start. Oh, there's contact. Matt Howard gone into the fence. Sullivan goes with him. Oh, I was going to say my live timing has packed one, but it's come back. We good.
I was about to say that everybody got through turn 1 all good, and then that happened. I didn't even get to say it. It just happened.
Yes, Matt Howard from a good position goes south early, and now Logan Howard in the tyres, or in the fence, facing the wrong way early. Not the start he was after, that's for sure, but Simmons starting to climb his way through the field, sits P7 already, so he's made a couple of early passes. Check out Brady Stanley up to P4. See what sort of pace Stanley's got on this one. He wants to get to the front as quick as he can, you would think.
Well, Josh Murden's out the front at the moment. He's just going to have his head down. He's not going to be worried. He knows the position that Brady's into, so I wouldn't expect any issues from him.
Yeah, too right. Dyson Freeman there, man. I thought that was going to end in tears. That opening corner when they went 3 wide, he tried to dive through the middle. I thought there was going to be contact for sure, but done a good job to avoid any. He's all over the back of Craig Brock at the moment. Looks for a pass up the inside. And he is going to get that done. Stanley's going to try and follow him through. And he's going to be successful too. So another spot for Brady Stanley, or is he? No, it drops back in behind.
I think he's going to get round the inside here. Yes, he has.
Oh, look at this, and the rest of them follow him through. Oh, B-Party. Almost makes contact with him. Lockie Brett gets the job done as well. Next in line, it is Simmons. This train of fast lane cars at the moment, they're absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, they'll all be in chat together, all working with each other, which is good. And Xavier, connection issues there, doing the Houdini.
Yeah, and hey, the good thing is that neither of us said those words this week, so this is all on him. The magic tricks appearing there on the number 1.
Yeah, we definitely did not ask for his internet to not play ball.
Yeah. this good little battle pack actually. B-Party, Lockie Brett, Craig Brock. He is the KSR car amongst the fast lane cars at the moment. Mackenzie, he's out there having another crack. Currently sits back in P18 at the moment. This pack here providing us a bit closer racing than what we saw in race number 1. It's good to see. Craig Brock is going to make that thing as wide as possible. Simmons looks up. Oh, and again, Simmons.
Maybe he's just turning that invisibility button on and off. Just
yeah. See if he can... Oh, he's just actually dived up the inside. I think Craig Brock didn't fight too hard on that one, but Dyson Freeman goes quickest lap of the race. Assuming our live timing, everything's still up, it looks like it is.
Yeah, everything's still running good. It's telling me currently that Ben Doherty, Sully Sullivan, Hayden Guptill, Logan Howard, Ross Buchan, Tim Althus and Paul McKenzie have all been down the lane.
Ooh.
So that's early.
Yes.
Very early.
So I'd say something has come unstuck big time. Guptill, Buchan and McKenzie have all come up as having an issue out there. I'll tell you what, we'll go back and have a look at some of these replays. What has unfolded at the start of this one. It's telling me that these two are going to come together. Sully Sullivan and Matt Howard. We did see Howard fire off. Oh yeah, he just got a bit of a wiggle on, and it's actually quite heavy with the heavy contact with the fence there.
It doesn't take much to bend these cars up. The suspension gets fairly rooted fairly quickly.
Tim Alphys here, I think that might have just been his moment there. Logan Howard, we saw it not long after Matt Howard went off. Oh, that is heavy contact.
Yeah, you hit that inside curb there and that just sent him across the track into the tyres.
You would say surely that has done a fair bit of damage to that. Paul McKenzie here, let's see what has unfolded for this lot. Oh, hard. Oh, that's a big crash, that one. Paul McKenzie hard into the fence, and you could just see the damage on that car. That was massive. Huge bounce back out onto the track. Caught the other cars at the same time. Tim Alphys, he's going to have another moment here, just spins it around. Wow.
Maybe he was going for the pits.
Yeah, just saves it in time. And Paul McKenzie running off track there. Is he going to have another issue? Just staying out of the way by the looks of things.
I'd like to see an in-car for one of those cars that got hit by his car bouncing off the wall.
Okay, we'll try and do this. Oh, that's Paul McKenzie, so didn't see much inside Ross.
So that's what he saw. He didn't see anything.
Yeah, he didn't see anything either. But Paul McKenzie, he was along for the ride. Yeah, he can't see too much actually, so I'll tell you what, plenty of damage done to McKenzie's car though. As we go back.
Thank God for fast repairs.
Yeah, go back live. There's Josh Murdens leading the way, 5 laps into this one. Dyson Freeman back at P2, and then go back to Brady Stanley in P3, and he's going to have Simmons hunting him down fairly shortly as Simmons goes quickest lap of the race. Just like that. 1:48.484.
Yeah, it looks like he's the first guy into the 148s this race. Josh Murden's almost last time by with a 149 flat.
Stanley was in there, 148.716 last time by. But Lockie Brett as well. Oh no, Lockie Brett's a 149, sorry. So we've gained the field somewhat spreading out at the moment. Watch B Party and Lockie Brett still going at it. 39 of Lockie Brett. Ben Doherty, Chris Elson. I'm just flashing up on my screen as well. Got a bit of a margin between those two. So this basically now your closest battle on track. Brady Stanley's got past Dyson Freeman up into P2 as well, so just a couple of seconds now behind the race leader. Let's see if he can haul him in or not.
Yeah, just under half a second a lap faster last time by. So he is on a mission.
Yeah.
He's just wants to get that clear air in front. As I said before, I reckon Josh Murdens, if he catches him, just let him go by. Won't put up any fight at all, I don't think. Just good teammate, I guess, would do that.
Yeah, stay out of the way. 1.7 seconds, so it's coming down pretty quickly now. We'll keep an eye on it. And he should be into the lead of the race. And there's main contender out there, almost down into the 147s. 148.041. That is a very quick lap. So they're going to make stops. What time are you picking them to come down? I reckon about lap 10, halfway stage, surely.
Yeah. I don't know if the undercut. Yeah, I guess the undercut's always a possibility, I suppose. Come in as soon as you've got enough to get home, I guess, and just try it out. But fresh tyres at the end, if they're going to take, they've got to take 2. So the fresh tyres at the end could be beneficial. Go long.
See what happens, see how... Oh no, we got more magic tricks out there. Dyson Freeman, and Simmons. Oh, had to take avoiding action there.
It's the Dyson difference.
Oh man, that has got to make you worry. Cars disappearing while you're in a very close battle. Can't be much fun. Last race it was Simmons doing it. This race is Freeman doing it. Oh, contact! Oh no, Simmons! Simmons! Off the track, Dyson Freeman. That is big damage to that car. So, mate, the dramas, they just keep coming in this Porsche Carrera Cup Championship. And you've got to say, Simmons... Yeah, he's got damaged, loops it up. Oh, that is definite steering damage, you got to say. Sideways across the track, dangerous. And he's going to bring it down pit road. But check out this run from this man. Michael Kemp now, P7. How
Wow.
good is that? Up 12 spots, biggest mover in the race, the 98 of Michael Kemp. Oh, who saw that one coming?
Still got to come down the lane though, but we'll let him have his eggs while he's got them.
Oh yeah, actually quite a few cars have stopped looking at the timing charts.
Half the field.
Yeah, so interesting. But he'll take it for now, no doubt about that.
I think we're down to 16 cars running. I'm not sure if Dyson Freeman is going to come back out.
Yeah, he's down pit lane, so is Simmons, so obviously a bit of damage to repair to those cars. They got a quick repair, don't they?
I don't know, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, no, they do, because Simmons rolled it at Phillip Island and came back out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But it's still showing that he's down pit lane.
Possibly that entry into pit lane possibly picked up a black flag for a dangerous entry to pit lane.
Yeah. Okay, well, he's back out on track now, so I could actually possibly tell you that. Dyson Freeman, well, they both got meatball flags. That much I can tell you. We'll go back and have a look at that, eh? Let's go back and just have another look at that moment there between Freeman and Simmons. He had a penalty, there you go, Dilworth with the updates. Tell you what, these guys out of that Sigma stables, week in, week out on the stream providing the updates. You've got to love it. Yeah, that is big contact. We're right on board here with Simmons. Oh, just, yeah. Mate, I don't know. Right on board here with Freeman. Oh, yeah. Round and round he goes.
Car parts flying all over the grass.
Yeah, yeah, cheap Porsche up for sale at the end of this race. Go see Simmons down in the pits. He won't have to tow it home. We watch here, Murdens, race leader. He's got Stanley not far behind him now.
That's Ross Buchan just up in front, so he is at 16th position at the moment.
Just trying to figure out who we've lost from that was running up the front there. It's obviously Simmons and Freeman have fallen out after that contact, but Murdens, he's done a good job so far in this one, but you got to say it's probably only a matter of time before Stanley finds a way past in this final race of the season. 17 cars remain on the circuit for this final round. And Murdens, how long before Stanley can get this done? He's looking to round the season out with a win. Be a way to put the icing on the cake as far as that championship goes. Came into, that would have been close to almost an unbeatable points margin when you look at the field tonight, wouldn't it?
I think so. I'm not too sure. You'd have to have a mare of a night to lose 100 points out of it, I think.
Yeah, especially we only started with, I think it was 21 cars possibly in the first race, so, not a massive point spread compared to what it would have been if there was 40 odd cars here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Murdens just sits half a second in front of Brady Stanley at the moment. So the battle between Lockie Brett and B Party still going out there. Craig Brock holds down P5 at the moment. Everyone else fairly well spread out somewhat. Simmons, and he'll be asking, what does he have to do to put a couple of races together?
I guess just come back, try again next season.
Yeah, he's going to lose that number 1 plate, but it is going to be obviously to his teammate. So it won't be too bad, I guess, as another car in the stables will be rewarded with that. And again, Tyson Freeman doing some magic tricks out there. These two currently racing for 13th and 14th. And the race B party. Pink Panther Racing, Ben Doherty sits P9 at the moment. Back from his overseas holiday.
Oh, Kern just won 25k.
Did he? On roulette?
Roulette.
Oh,
Number 25 with 100x.
Holy. He'll be loving
Anyway.
that. How good. How good. 15 cars on the lead lap too. Matt Howard, your last one, circulating around on the lead lap at the moment. In fact, no, that is Simmons up in front of them. I was going to say Mertens has just put them a lap down. They're not too far behind, you wouldn't think, actually, from doing that. Stanley and Mertens. Is Stanley just going to be the gentleman and sit in behind Mertens for the remainder of the race? Let Josh clock up a win for the season, perhaps.
Yeah, well, like I said last race, Brady doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to fight for anything. He just has to just exist, basically, and he's got it. And surely he knows that. Just got to, maybe the nerves can sometimes, and like you did say before, get that last race and get another win just to top off a great season too. So you never know. Formation finish for some fast lane cars at the end. There is 4 of them in the top 4 at the moment.
Yeah, too right. Of course, Ross Buchan a lap down at the moment. You just see him in behind these guys. And Matt Howard. Oh, Dyson Freeman's just gone off again. I was going to say Simmons and Howard we've got two very close within each other, but that'll explain it. Craig Brock now heads down, gets that pit stop done. We'll actually see if we can pick up what has unfolded there for Freeman. Looks like he's actually had a few moments. I don't know if this is connection related. That surely is. We'll see what this one shows us. Bring up our Sim Black, Sim Magic instant replay. Dyson Freeman, what has unfolded here? Has he done this all by himself? Oh, out of shape, and yeah, just runs it off the track and disappears. Does make contact with the tyres.
Hit 88 miles an hour and
So just having a few connection issues, perhaps. Providing the magic tricks at the moment. What has happened to Kemp? Nothing. He's still circulated, believe it or not. P6 now. 19.9 seconds off the race lead. And Stanley's actually just about got that lead out. I mean, Mertens almost out to a second over Stanley. B party now P3.
how many spots is Jason Bigby up?
Let's see if he pops up on our
I know,
screen. Yeah, he's up 10.
Yeah, so he's yet to pit too though. I was actually looking at Craig Brock who's just come in. Is he in that list? No.
No, Craig Brock isn't. No, he's... I don't know if he's actually... I'll tell you what, we'll get this one up. This will give us a bit of a better indication of who has moved where. Yeah, well, Craig Brock started off the front row, so he's fallen back 7 spots. Begbie and Kempy both up 12 places apiece, and we just saw Kempy down pit lane too, so Craig Brock has stopped. Kempy,
Yes, he just stopped.
Kempy's on his way out of pit lane, but yeah, he's going to lose a couple of spots there. Goes back to P9. for now. He's going to have Begbie, Blaine Inglis tracking him down.
Yeah, Blade, he's just on one lap of tyres too, so he's in a group of guys now that have just come in and taken some fuel.
And all set to race home now to the finish. Of course, after the conclusion of this race, we'll be wrapping it up. No interviews from this race. Be well and truly my bedtime by the time this one is done. Watching the 98 of Kemp at the moment. He's having a much better race this one.
2 Red Bulls for me, Brad. I don't think I'm going to be sleeping for quite some time.
Yeah, you'll be up till like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, especially when I haven't had them for a while. But I felt like I needed one tonight, and I got one, and I got psyched for it. Final round of P-Cup.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was falling asleep on the couch pre-race, so lucky I didn't head off into Dreamland. Probably would have missed the stream tonight.
La La Land.
Yeah. But Stanley, I actually thought that Stanley was just in the lead of the race, and then he's just had a moment. So, yeah, he's actually come up as having a moment on my screen. Stanley passed Mertens. We'll have a look at this. See if this is anything to do with what happened to Stanley. I saw him going a bit slower. Or am I just dreaming? I think, yeah, here we go. Let's just see what happens. Oh, it dives up the inside and going too hot. So there you go. I did see him momentarily in the lead, but that explains what just unfolded there for Brady Stanley.
You don't miss a beat, Brad.
I saw it in the corner of my eye and thought, oh yeah, it's just happened there. But now a second now, the margin between Mertens and Stanley. Of course, top 5 cars yet to stop in this one. But a fairly comfortable margin back. 40 odd seconds, 42 odd seconds to tour through the pit lane here. I think it should still be these guys battling for the race lead once the stops have all been completed.
Yeah, the time, the pit stop time, the 2 tyres, all of the times are around that 20 to 23 seconds. Looks like a few guys have popped, maybe speeding in the pits. Their pit times are extremely longer.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. But it is Mertens still leading the way. And that margin, that just goes up and down like a yo-yo all the time. Expect these two in down pit lane any time, I would say. It'll be 15 laps next time by. And their compulsory stop yet to be done. Mertens and Stanley.
Slide there from Mertens.
Yeah, that was huge, eh? Done well to gather that one up. 35 of Mertens has done a great job in this race. I'll be hoping he can hold on and get the job done. In this 20-lap feature race, of course, it is the final one for Season 1 2025. Keep an eye on the Facebook pages to see what is going to be coming up in the not too distant future. I think last year we had a bit of a TCR racing in between, didn't we?
Yeah, that TCR was good, but that's currently going on with KSR, so
yeah.
who knows? Could be anything. Maybe we should just start putting some ideas in their chat. Just, yeah. I got to find, I can't have too many Mondays off. I'll find myself getting bored, so maybe me and you could get together and have something.
Run something. I'm sure they'll be on to something, no doubt about that, to break the Porsche Carrera Cup seasons up. Of course, get into Season 2, and then next thing you know, Speedway will be starting and VRA will probably go on hiatus.
I tell you what, I have had an idea and I've pitched it to the boys, and we're going to be starting Corey's All Access. We're going to be doing our first recording of that on Monday night, where I'm going to be just pretty much getting a team, the teams that are all around. So we're going to get the whole team in a server, and I'm going to make them do some races while I ask them a series of questions.
Oh.
So something a little different. Not a podcast, but not a game show, but just a bit of fun. Get to know some of the teams that fill up the leagues around New Zealand is my idea.
Yep, nice. There you go. Look at the huge margin across this field at the moment. Gap City at the moment. Tim Sullivan. He's fairly close to the back of Logan Howard at the moment, and there's Michael Kemp. So look out.
Someone needs to throw a yellow, Brad.
Rolling a roadblock. Here's your yellow right here, the 98. He'll give us some action, can guarantee it. These guys, they'll be nervous trying to work their way past them. Kempy, anything can happen. So far, he's done a reasonable job, and this one sits P8. Don't think he's going to gain any positions when these top cars stop. In fact, Murden, Stanley, and B Party all down pit lane as we speak. So last stops for the season unfolding. They'll be hoping no penalties will be dished out. A nice clean pit stop. The remainder of the race done. It's Begbie.
He stayed out, I think, has he?
Yeah, stays out. He's going to lead a lap around Virginia International Raceway. It's this battle here. Oh, so close. Logan Howard almost into the back of the 98, and there would have been fireworks if Kempy had been turned around there. So I am actually pretty sure that he is still streaming at the moment over on Twitch as well. So if you want a on-board perspective,
What's that under?
I think it is MK Sim Racing, if I am correct. Recently changed the name of his channel.
Oh, yeah. He's got 2 viewers. He's now got 3.
There you
I'm
go.
on board with Gippy.
MK Sim
going. We'll hear what he's got to say.
MK Sim Gaming. There you
That's
go. I know he used to have himself a bit of a camera watching him as well, but I think that caught too much of the rage, so he may have got rid of that. And just has his iRacing up on the screen now. Safe move, perhaps. And actually, Stanley now, he is going to be your new race leader once Begbie comes in. Stanley's managed to get in front of Murdens through that pit cycle, so Stanley, he's P2 at the moment, but won't be far away. Begbie, he'll head down pit lane, get his compulsory stop done, and hand the race lead back to Brady Stanley as this battle continues at the moment for 8th, 9th and 10th. Tim Sullivan now on the scene. And it's gone south. Kempy's been sent big time into the fence. That was a big one. The 98, that is a rather second-hand looking car. Smoke pouring from the back of the 98. That was something you see on a Saturday night at your local speedway. Huge shot. Sent him into the tyres. That must have been close to, if he went in on the right direction, I'd say he would have gone over for sure. That was massive. Massive. We'll go and have a look at this one. Let's check out the replay on board. We should be on board Logan Howard. See what happens. Has a big look, makes contact. Whammo! Did not miss. On board with the 98 here, turned, and oh man, that is some big contact, and he will not be a happy chappy at all.
No, I was listening in. I can't comment on his chat because I'm not verified. But yeah, he wasn't happy.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was he was having a good run. Was up inside the top 10. Now finds himself back in P16. Got that quick repair done and marches on in this one. But race leader Brady Stanley stretched that lead out now, 0.8 of a second. And well, he has had plenty of pace in this one. Sat him behind Merdens for a long time, and throughout that pit cycle, he's managed to get in front of Merdens and take the race lead. CB Party in the distance back in P3. Simmons is P12.
Over a second difference in the pit stop there for Brady Stanley and Josh Merdens.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of it was in the time standing still, eh?
Yeah.
19.5 seconds in the box for Merdens, 18.1 in the box for Stanley. So, yeah. He is your race leader, your championship leader, looking to sign the season out in style here in Virginia. Going to get the job done one last time. And he's going to peel that number 2 off the car. And it will become our new Porsche Carrera Cup champion.
Yeah, new champion.
Yeah, for season 1 2025. Of course, Simmons was our defending champion coming into it and was at one point of the season looking odds on to get it done and go back to back. But yeah, that night at Phillip Island certainly turned the championship on its head and elevated Stanley into the championship lead. Since then, has not put a foot wrong, has our championship leader. Looking to keep Merdens in behind him. It's 2 to go. Final round. Make sure you get yourself into the action next season. Check out Virtual Racing Aotearoa on Facebook. Find out what is coming up in the little break between Porsche Carrera Cup Championships.
I'll tell you what, I just got deep into the stats, and I can tell you that coming into this race, Brady Stanley had led 100 laps at the start of tonight, and the difference is Xavier Simmons. How many laps in Porsche Cup history do you think he's led?
And like since it started?
108 starts.
Oh, 108 starts. Surely he's up over 1,000.
No,
No?
not that high.
Not that high? Okay.
334.
Over 108 starts.
Yeah, he's led 334 laps and 108 starts. Caleb Beecroft also 108 starts, and then it drops down. So there's a few guys that next season possibly they will hit 100 Porsche Cup starts. So that is pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. So what are the likes of Corey Lazarus and our previous champions? I wonder what their laps led and stuff out of that Blackout OPR stables. Because they were lightning quick when they were doing this.
Yeah, I'm just looking down for Corey Lazarus's name.
Shame not to see them in the championship anymore. White flag out on the circuit for our race leader, Brady Stanley. One more time around, and he will be crowned your Season 1 2025 champion. 1.1 second lead over Merdens. And B Party, where is... Oh, Lockie Brett, there he is. He's P4 at the moment. So not much is going to change in as far as the podium goes then, is it? It's going to be Stanley taking it out. Simmons P2 from Josh Murdens. As far as the overall picture goes. Just over half a second. Well, we were just over half a second the lead. Oh, here we go, side by side. As he's saying, here you go, mate, you take the lead away, take it away. B Party's going to line up for a formation finish as well. Lockie Brett, he's not too far behind this. Is he going to get amongst the action as well?
Well, I did wish for this, so that's pretty cool. Formation finish at the end for some fast lane boys. Unlucky Xavier's not up there. He really deserves to be.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. They'll just have to keep an eye on Craig Brock in the background. Be pretty funny if he came around and stole it out from under all of them.
Just cut the grass, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, just straight past. Got it as they come around the final corner. The fast lane cars all spread out. It's going to be whoever doesn't break across the line. It's going to be Brady Stanley. Yeah, he is going to get it done. Stanley takes out a final race of the season with that. Takes out the championship as well. Yeah, get into it. Send him for shits and giggles. Love it.
Well, I found Corey Lazarus. So, it's interesting. I've hit laps led, and he's not even the highest. So, Corey Lazarus is 243 laps led. Xavier Simmons, we said he was 334. He's sitting in third. Willie McClone, 814.
Willie McClone.
Luke Dilworth, it says he's led 434 laps. So, and they've raced 32 and 35 starts. So that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's probably lucky that they don't do more starts because they'll win everything. That's probably why. That's probably right. They've won. Well, oh yeah, it is a bit unusual, isn't it? It's probably right though. knowing that stables and the pace that they have and whatever they touch.
Yeah, Willie McClone, 75% of his races have been top 5. So believe it, I reckon.
Simmons just comes in and says congratulations on the win. Absolutely sends him. But well, that is going to be us for the night. We're going to wrap things up here from Virginia International Raceway. It is going to be Brady Stanley who takes out the championship for Season 1 2025. Cheers everyone for tuning in to the action. Keep an eye on our Facebook page, THD Simsport Productions, for upcoming news and what is happening here at VRA. But from me, shout out to you, Corey, for helping with the call so far this season, mate. We only got half of it, but still, it was better than nothing. And
yeah, 100%. Always good to get out and call some porkers.
Yeah, too right. And don't forget, tomorrow night, live from 8:20, we go to Snetterton for round 3 of that KSR Touring Car Championship. Tune in for that one. But from us here, cheers everyone again for